You ever wonder why you're always on edge? Why your heart races at the smallest inconvenience? Why you can't relax even in silence? And why you lie awake at night replaying things that didn't even matter to anyone else? It's not because you're broken. It's not because you're weak. It's because your body is still fighting a war that ended years ago. A war no one saw and no one ever acknowledged. You think you're just overreacting, that you're too sensitive, too anxious, too dramatic. People tell you to calm down, to let things go, to just stop thinking about it. But no one ever stops to ask, why do you feel this way in the first place? What if I told you your anxiety isn't a flaw in your character? What if it's not just in your head, but rooted in everything you've been through? Anxiety isn't always loud. It doesn't always look like panic attacks or hyperventilating. Sometimes it's silent. It's the tightening in your chest when someone raises their voice, the way your body tenses when a notification pops up, the constant scanning of the room for danger, for rejection, for signs that something might go wrong. It's how you replay conversations in your head, wondering if you said too much or not enough. You weren't born anxious, but you were taught to be. Maybe you grew up in a home where love was unpredictable, where silence meant punishment and kindness felt like a trap, where walking on eggshells was normal and speaking your truth came with consequences. Maybe you learned that the world is not safe, not because someone told you, but because your body remembers. It remembers every ignored feeling, every broken boundary, every moment when you needed comfort and instead got shame. So now your anxiety is not irrational. It's your body doing its best to protect you. It's a survival strategy. Hyper-awareness? That kept you from danger before. Overthinking? That helped you avoid punishment. People-pleasing? That might have been the only way you received any love at all. But the problem is, you're not in that environment anymore. You're not that child anymore. But your nervous system doesn't know that. It keeps reacting like the threat is still there, even when you're safe. That's why meditation doesn't always help. That's why breathing techniques feel useless. That's why no amount of logic can silence that constant noise in your mind. Because your anxiety isn't just cognitive, it's somatic. It lives in your body, in your shoulders, in your gut, in your jaw, in the way you shrink when someone raises an eyebrow, in the way you apologize even when you've done nothing wrong. You keep thinking you need to fix yourself, that if you could just be stronger, calmer, more normal, it would go away. But maybe it's not about fixing yourself. Maybe it's about understanding yourself. Anxiety isn't weakness. It's a memory. It's your body remembering what your mind has tried to forget. You've carried fear like a second skin for so long that peace feels unfamiliar, almost threatening. You sabotage rest. You ruin moments of calm by overanalyzing them, because somewhere deep inside, you've been trained to expect the worst. You've learned that happiness is temporary and that letting your guard down only leads to pain. But here's what no one tells you. You're allowed to feel safe now. You're allowed to unlearn survival. You're allowed to create a life where anxiety doesn't control every decision. Healing doesn't mean you'll never feel anxious again. It means your anxiety won't own you. Start small. Notice when your body tenses. Instead of judging it, ask it why. Speak to yourself like someone you love, not someone you're trying to fix. Hold space for the version of you that was scared for so long. That younger you deserves compassion, not criticism. Your anxiety isn't your fault. It's a story your body has been telling for years. But you get to write the next chapter. And this time, safety isn't a trick. Love isn't a performance. Peace doesn't have to be earned. This time, you get to choose what stays and what no longer gets to control you. So the next time someone says, "It's all in your head," tell them they're wrong. It's in your past, but it doesn't have to be in your future.